All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ellison, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Fire Temple here in Ocarina of Time 3D, where I can immediately be accosted by exactly one half of the infamous Fire Geese brothers. This guy could hardly be bothered to turn around to see his partner in crime get absolutely slaughtered. But last time on the game, we rendezvoused with our own partner in crime and sworn brother, Darunia, who put the onus of rescuing his own dear fellow Gorons from being eaten by a massive ancient dragon formerly known as Volvagia on our petite little shoulders. And this is all so that he could cosplay as a hero and save the day, get all the glory, and of course, he's gonna try to do it without the legendary hammer. I'm all for sidekicks in helping out their friends, but he didn't really give us much to do here, so when we inevitably need to rescue him, I suppose it's probably gonna feel pretty damn good on our nerves. But we can always start with saving these guys, because not only do they hoard a small key, but in exchange for their freedom, they will give us some hot tips to go. A wall that you can destroy with a Goron's quote-unquote special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword. Listen, brother, just call it a bomb. You and I are speaking English here. Well, what's with the ambiguity, man? But I absolutely love how they raise their hands up like they're about to stick their fingers in the world's gooeyest and chewiest chocolate fudge cake of all time. I mean, who are we to deny these poor Gorons who have been segregated from society for God knows how long ago Ganondorf kidnapped these guys, and just to appease them with a little bit of dessert, and I'm sure they are all just crazy for it, but not as crazy as I am for some copywritten music. There is a snazzy little Song of Time block up here, and we can go ahead and rip through the fabric of time and reality to fit our immediate needs, just so that we could reach a slightly elevated platform. Fantastic. This is gonna take us to a moderate dead end and something completely optional. So we've got flying tiles that are absolutely useless against shields, but in the back we have the ragtag team duo of the Golden Skulltula and the Like. Oh my goodness. Well, this is the first time we fought this guy, and be warned that if you get eaten by this thing, he will consume the shield and tunic straight off of your cute little body. So whatever you do, don't let him take a bite out of you. And if you don't kill him fast enough after having all your clothes eaten off, he will digest them and you'll have to buy them again. Luckily, we can go ahead and hit something very hard in there. And the hook shot is usually pretty good at stunning. Just be careful that it actually does stun before it... Hello? Okay. I guess he's got something hard in there. What is going on? What? Are you okay? Do you have a stomach ache? Like, there we go. Just gotta go and slice the ventricle just right. Jesus. And then, of course, we can go and do the same for his friend. Here, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Look at that form, that impeccable design. This Adonis of a hero, Mr. Link. So, yeah, I haven't played through this dungeon in a couple of weeks, but from what I remember, it's fairly straightforward, and it's not really all that confusing. Just maybe at first it might seem that way, especially with all the flame bubbles that are just gonna try and accost you at all angles, but it's sprawling, it's big, it's fun, it's fucked up. Granted, it's fucked up, but I see it as a meditation on cults, hero worship, mass murder, suicide, and flying fire keys and falling platforms, which is great. Oof. Here we go. So let's jump on over here and make the jump. So just like the Goron was saying, funny sounding walls also look kind of funny. So we'll just go and shut you right there. And possibly we will be able to rescue even more with our special crop, baby. Yeah, special crop, baby. So not really the most difficult thing in the world, but let's see. What sweet advice do you have for us? There are switches in this temple that you have to strike to activate, but you can also use this special crop. Alright, whatever you say, man. He's like, ooh, man, you know what I've really been craving lately? Some key lime pie. Oh my goodness. So last night, Sarah and I, we went to Andy's, and it's like a dessert place, but mostly for like, you know, Italian sodas and ice cream, but it has a primary focus of custard. And I usually end up getting like a concrete or jackhammer there. But one of my favorites that I used to get, and it was seasonal, was the key lime pie concrete, which is essentially like a little bit of vanilla custard mixed with a blended slice of key lime pie just mixed together, and it was so good. Granted, my stomach could barely take it, but it was still not fantastic. This is kind of a curious looking room here also. We can hookshot on up to here and be very careful so that we don't fall. Oh, hello. I guess we just have a couple of keys on their off time, their union mandated breaks, and we can go and knock this off over here. Something that I've been wanting to mention for a little while, actually. I've started editing some of the episodes after we've picked up the hookshot, and one of the things that I didn't realize is that anytime you fling yourself to a different platform, the HUD fades in and out. So this is like a complete and utter editing thing. But look, every single time I do that, I have to manually edit that out. And that's what all of these are. I can't really figure out a way to automate any of that. So keep in mind, anytime you see the HUD disappear, it's me literally just doing that, like individually frame by frame, fading in and out the health and the rupees and the inventory. It's just, this project is kind of a pain to edit, but I love it. Especially, oh god, this room. Because I do get to end up watching my shows while editing this. It's pretty fun. Here we've got ourselves a torch slug, and I absolutely hate these things because of a lovely little event from my childhood that I can never get out of my head ever since it happened. Basically, it was my birthday. I think I might have just turned 5 years old, but I was running around barefoot outside of our apartment complex. It was night, and I didn't realize it, but I stepped like soul full of slug just like gushing through my toes, and ever since then I have never walked around barefoot. I am like always wearing socks and or shoes, and I just generally don't like the look of feet anyways, let alone my own, even though if I did have to compare them to some of the other men's that I've seen before, could be worse. I could definitely have jankier feet, you know, but alas, I can still like feel it like squirming in between. It's disgusting. Well, there is a switch over there and a fire that is burning this grate that you cannot hookshot up, surprisingly. And basically what the Goron was saying was that, hey, you might need to use the special crop in order to do these shenanigans. So let's see. If I take a look, yeah, so it's gonna be right there. I don't even need to use a bomb. I could probably just do this and then just run on up and not even bother wasting my time, because it just turns me in that direction anyways. But they're pretty generous with the limits, so why waste a bomb when you can just hook it? You know, that should be a slogan somewhere. But let's get out of here. Let's see what's clear on down over here. There is a Goron in there we'll have to rescue after we do the rolling rock maze, for the love of God. Oh, am I safe here? Okay, good. If you have to be an alcoholic, stay away from the rolling rock. That's all I'll say. We have another one here, and his head just went through the bars. Good God, man. Are you okay? I probably would have murdered you. Yes, you are free to go. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of them starts to fall, move. Okay. Are you an alcoholic? Are you on drugs? A sample of the old special crop can break it, but there he goes. This guy's like, you know what I've really been tasting in the back of my throat lately? Tiramisu. Oh yeah. Gotta love a good old-fashioned tiramisu. God, that is actually one of my favorites. You know, I already love just coffee, and so a coffee dessert is like an easy way to my heart, I fear. Oh God, where do we go? Do we just follow this one? There's more slugs up there. Let's go this way. Oh, is this one of those? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, it doesn't sound that weird, but let me go and set you right there. Because I know we got an old Skulltula friend. Yeah, thank you for phasing through that, I guess. Let's do this once more, but with feeling. There we go. The form is not nearly as impeccable this time around, but the fact that we get the world still moving around us, it never gets old. So let's go this way. Let me see. If I go around here, yeah. I thought we already had rescued another one, but like I said, this area is pretty straightforward, and this just takes us to another holding cell. Good God, I'm gonna have to start thinking of more desserts here because you guys are eating up the whole buffet. Well, his secret is, when you're on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did I know that? Can I use the special crop to get it off? I don't know. But that guy, he had a hankering for some mochi. God, I miss Japan so much. Like, everything they had, whether it was like chai or like green tea ice cream, or it's just so good. And their mochi, and their it's just everything just tasted better. I don't know what to say about that. Well, luckily these things are autonomous beings, and we don't have to worry too much. Oh my God, I can't believe we made that. Is this even where we need to go? It might be. Well, we do have one key, and whatever you do, don't fall down into the spicy drink below. We've already been down there, but it would be a waste of time to come all the way back up. So, this would be as good a place as any to place Furor's Wind. Just in case anything happens to go wrong, this would be a nice place to go back to. So, lest the worst happens, then we can just go and play with that. There is a nice little switch that we can fling there. And if this 12-year-old 3DS analog stick does not die on me, we should be fine. No, wait, it's 2025. Why do I still think it's so freaking... I don't know. Time is just flying, man. And this room... Well, we are a solid, 12 and a half minutes in. We've got the dungeon map. We are not finishing this in this episode, and I'm not even... I guess I am kind of taking my time, but I already figured and kind of just resigned myself to the fact that we're not finishing this today, so we might as well have some fun with it. Let's head in here, and we're back in that same room. Sweet. With the glockenspiel part of the song, which I particularly enjoy. We did use a glockenspiel in one of our songs called Violet, and I actually really enjoy that song. You should check it out, but it was something that we had in the demo that we kind of, whoa, Jesus, didn't really plan on using, but it just like organically integrated itself into the final product, and we really liked the way it sounded. We put some like cool reverb on it, and we only used a little bit of it, but it was still fun. I like it a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of you now from over here and be gone with thee. Thank you, and for that. All right, Navi, what do you gotta say? Oh, you hear Goron voices. I'm sure you do. I'll make sure to let them know the second that we drop down that you can hear them. But first, can they hear me? Just that heart-piercing scream. Oh, it's so good. Jesus. Well, we're on the other side of that Goron who just does not really seem thrilled at the thought of being saved. Are you releasing me? Yes. Give me that hot tip, please. Somewhere in this temple, you're sure to meet up with some creatures that dance as they attack. Arrows won't hurt, but I might need some of that special crop to take care of them, if you know what I mean. Jesus. All right, well, that guy is definitely going for the creme brulee. Speaking of Japan, you know how 7-Elevens are huge there, right? We had one super close to our hotel, so we would go to the same one like every so often. This is this room, by the way. and they had these little frozen section snacks that had these little creme brulee cups, and they were so delicious. And I'm already a pretty big fan of just like burnt food, but oh, that sugary, just caramelized top was to die for, and there's no equivalency in America. I've looked. So if you're planning on going there, just, oh, please live through me vicariously. I promise you will not regret it. As far as things over here are concerned, I'm gonna try and get through this without getting bulldozed, but as it stands, we've got a switch here, and this should set this one free, clear over there. One of the issues with that is if you leave the area before talking to him, he just disappears, he just goes away. I'm just gonna go and take care of you now. Sometimes when you hookshot them, they'll freeze with like their eyes completely erect, and I've been trying to make that happen, but it just has not been working out for me. But we'll head over here. I think I just might need to make them notice me. So let's try it. Oh, here we go. Please don't explode on me. They do charge you like nobody's business though. Okay, so watch this. Watch when he walks off, just how ridiculous it looks. So, if you find a place that you can see on your map but can't reach, try playing the Ocarina. He just walks straight onto thin air, presumably onto this rock, or maybe he became the Rolling Rock. He transcended alcoholism and became the Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock's disgusting, second only to PBR, but there's another small key to our name. And just in case I accidentally land on this thing, time to make our way back. So the hint, while a little cryptic, Navi will make it fairly obvious. This is I guess a little shortcut to make our way back. I shouldn't tempt my analog stick to go here, but that's all right. We can run over here, and of course, I guess it just kind of goes without saying, it's time to summon Pierre, the wandering scarecrow, so that you can lead us somewhere completely optional. So let's go and do this. There we go. So coming up through here, we'll be able to make our way to an even higher level. And this has to be optional, right? Because I know there's a Skulltula, maybe some Roops, but I don't think there are any keys here. I don't know, man. Let's just check it out. I can already hear it. What's going on? Where are you? I just have a feeling I'm gonna miss one. Oh, hello. So a lot of these grates you cannot hookshot up through, which is kind of weird. Only in that room with like the higher thing were we able to do that. But like in rooms like this, even though they look identical, you're just not going to be able to get that tiny little fade edit in, Mr. Cruz. But yeah, just while editing the visuals for this, I do end up watching like kind of mindless shows. So right now I've been watching a lot of Dexter. I'm on season 3, and that's just from editing this project. And then I'll do a second run while I'm listening to the audio and watching the fade edits to make sure everything lines up. So that's sort of just been, I guess, my process of doing things. But let's go over here. Probably just go and get through here. Nope, no, don't climb on it. Oh no. Quick, before the flames ignite. Thank you. That could have been bad. But all of this in the service of a huge rupee. Thanks, because I really freaking needed that. Well, from here, the only thing left to do is to drop all the way back down, or use Farore's Wind, whichever one you prefer. But personally, we might need to drop down. So there is like a little spot where if we're careful, we might be able to make our way to the hearts. So let me try it. Leap of faith. Ooh, there we go. Anything to get that sound effect again. And I am happy, thrilled as a bug. Let's go gentle again. If you end up going back to your warp point, you will end up needing to recast Farore's Wind, so keep that in mind, I suppose. We're back in this room, and oh, you know, I meant to mention this before, but one of these platforms looks a lot like Texas. Like the state of Texas on a map / Oklahoma, sort of. I want to watch out for the flame bubble because it has a tendency to just absolutely body you out of thin air. I didn't even have a say in that. All right. Well, congratulations, sir. I don't even know how I was supposed to dodge that, but thank you. They gave us complimentary hearts here. So that's thrilling, I suppose. But if we were fast enough, we could just double back and go up onto this side. But this platform right here, Jesus Christ, can you like go away? I don't know. It just kind of looks like a mix between the two. And I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, Sarah and we did go to Oklahoma City to go see Tyler Childers. And that was pretty fun. I will say there were so many goddamn redneck hicks there that I was a little concerned that we were going to be hate crimed somehow. And I don't even know how, but here we've got a very scary room. And according to Navi, we are in the room where we saw Darunia. You don't say. That's fairly auspicious. We also, hello, Keese, why are you attacking me? What have I done to deserve this? This room is extremely annoying because we have flame walls and we have flamethrowers, rolling rocks, and otherwise a lot of things that are just going to passively hurt us. And don't like that. So I'm going to try and sneak on into one of these little spots here. What is this? Can I go in here? Is this where I need to go? Perhaps another Goron is... No, there's a treasure in here. Oh, right, we still need the compass, don't we? I forgot about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank God for that. It has been far too long, and I am going to need that little red arrow to tell us where to go. Or tell us where not to go. Oh my God, am I going to make out with this thing? I don't think we can do anything over here, but you'll notice that door off in the distance. That is going to be an example of one of the ones that are going to be no bueno, and they're going to ruin your life. Seriously? The goddamn Keese again? All right. This is where all the hurt's going to happen, I fear. But he just like disappeared. He just left without a trace. Oh my God. So if you try to open it, oh, he freaks out and then he gives you a chance to retaliate. So we can just do that and oof, learn him a lesson. There we go. So mimic doors, partially annoying, but nothing we can't deal with. On the other hand, we do have to get through this spot. So maybe if I go and just get rid of these guys before they have a chance to do me dirty. Thank you. And let me see. Oh, there's another one right over here. So you can see that it juts out from the wall. That's not cool. So I'm going to try and see if I can get through this without getting burned again. Because this is going to be the dungeon that I'm going to take the most damage in. More than any other instance of damage I've ever taken. Whether it be self-inflicted or not in a single go. But you do want to be careful because we have the totem of fiery death here also. And that's not fun. I really don't appreciate y'all causing me to just freaking burn myself. How to get burned, you asked? The fire temple. So let's head in here. And this is going to, show us another friend. Well, we will rescue in due time, but there's a Song of Time block up there that we'll deal with when the time comes. For now, God, we're clear over here now. I got my eye on you, sir. Let's do this. God, thank you. Just making sure everything is all right. Oh, so we have a massive wall of flames over there and a button that we can press. And I think, oh God, we have to go around this thing again. Let's just take this carefully. That's gonna come up. Jesus, it's just too tight, man. It's too tight. We're gonna need to book it straight across here, but it's not gonna be as easy as it looks. So, let's go this way. Is it this one? Thank you. Jesus. And in case you wanted to see it again, mimic door, be gone. Yeah, here, let me just go and drop that right there. And keep an eye on you because you can walk away from that, have it be destroyed, or hear the sound of the explosion, I should say, and still have it not destroy the wall. It's very obnoxious. What's that in here? Let's see. This is an interesting looking door. I like the idea of it, but we've got ourselves a mini boss in the form of none other than Mr. Flare Dancer. The hookshot's gonna be your best friend, and all we have to do is just throw as many sword slices at it as we can muster so that it can power back up and power up, I guess. The game wants you to use your bombs, but because it's on the touch screen, it's kind of hard for me to activate. Well, we'll get this rock and roller right here and just try to combo him or hookshot, whatever suits your fancy, but you will have to do this in 3 phases, which is kind of the annoying part, but it changes colors every phase, so it's not too bad. It is a very cool enemy though, I will say, but just button mash and watch out. Ooh, for the explosion. That can be some messy business if you're not careful. Yeesh. Well, I take it we just go and ride this up and also not get clipped into the wall. That would be ideal. That's not the first nor the last time we'll be fighting this creature, but we have another crystal switch here. So I'm assuming this one we need to do the same thing. Probably just drop the bomb, no? Let me see if I can aim for it. Oh, hey, look at my shoes. Those are the most Mario-ass looking shoes I've ever seen. All right, well, we should probably think about winding down here in just a minute, but we're getting close to what I want to end things on, and it happens to be this room. So we have a switch here that we can't exactly do anything about. We've also got keys. Oh god, the keys are gonna ruin my life. I should probably just try and snipe them. This is not gonna work. Yeah, I might as well just hope we don't die. Because what we just did before, we're gonna have to race against the clock again. Oof. And be very careful that we don't fall. Avoid the keys. Oh god, Jesus, I had to bum rush through. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. They're all coming after me. But we have the Megaton Hammer. We can smash and break junk now, but it's heavy, so we need 2 hands to swing it. Thank you. All of you get out of here. I know you're just trying to avenge your brother, but still, it's not very nice that you're all just ganging up on me like that. Whew. Well, let's go and drop down here, and actually, we should probably go ahead and equip this bad boy, shouldn't we? So we are gonna need this for a couple things. I'm actually gonna go and throw you on X for the time being, formerly known as Twitter, and we can miss. All right, let's do that one more time. Let's get the incredibly cinematic jump shot. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. And it just drops us down here. So we've got statues, and we can go and get rid of these things pretty unceremoniously. Thank you for blocking the way. We're destroying some priceless artifacts, no doubt. Really? I cannot believe that this, they just like come out of the walls. Oh my goodness. Let's get out of here. Let's just take this and be on our merry way. Hooray for even more cinematic camera angles and a blue switch. We already know what those do. We're gonna need to place something on them in order to keep them pressed and possessed. Meanwhile, really? You're gonna bum rush me from the front while I hold my hookshot out? Thanks, I guess. Well, let's go hop on down. Thanks for the extra little hearts there. And we'll go and set you right on here. Oh yeah, haven't had to do this in years. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison, and next time on The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, we play more with the Megaton Hammer, finish things off, and undoubtedly deal with even more rusted switches. Get out. Oh, okay. Or I can do a nice little slice there. But we'll meet up in this room again. I have a feeling I wasn't going to make this a thing, but getting 3/4 of the way through the dungeon and then ending the episode off is kind of my MO at this point. But take care, and behold my incredible hammerhead. Oh yeah. Curse these automatic camera angles. See you guys in the next one. Navi, what do you want? No, I'm not. Oh my, there's that passive aggressive ass text. I'll see you next time.